Hello, welcome to IMHO and my homosexual opinion. I'm Dixie Cartwright.
And I am not Aunty Chan.
What? Oh yeah, that's right. She has to wear pink hair. She couldn't pull it off. So Aunty Chan could not be here. We wanted to make a special video for the camp Met Gala looks because so many people requested it. And unfortunately, Chan was just too booked up all week.
She's too booked.
We actually have our intern, Alexis Bledel, because she is technically the queen of camp.
Technically, I am the current reigning queen of camp. If you don't know, I was on a show called Camp Wanakiki. Season 1 is available on YouTube now, and I was the winner.
You were the winner, well-deserved winner.
Oh, thank you.
And so since you are the queen of camp, obviously, the queen's opinion matters.
Yeah, so, and when I heard that they were doing notes on camp for the Met Gala's theme this year, I was like, huh!
What were you like?
Huh!
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You do that a lot.
So I wanted to share my opinions, and I wanted to go through these looks.
Well, and actually, if you notice right now, for those with a keen fashion eye, you probably notice that Alexis is wearing a tent currently fashioned as fashion.
Yeah.
So can you tell us why and what?
So I wore this in my season. The challenge was to make an outfit out of a tent. And so I ordered 2 of the same tent, and I kept one as whole as possible because I figured, you know, after the show ends and I
and you're
have no
homeless.
money, I needed a place to stay. So I thought I would have one be just a whole tent, and then I cut up another one and I made this cute jacket, and it revealed I was wearing
Well,
something
let's take
else.
a look at the picture right now.
Oh my god.
Ding!
It's kind of like a ball gown.
Yeah, you got
Marie
like your ball,
Antoinette.
and so you cut out the middle, so it's like your little waistline.
Yeah.
And then I can see this peeking out from the top.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you went down. Oh,
I
I
went
see your
into it,
hair.
yeah.
I see your hair.
And then I came out the front.
Girl, she came out the front. She gave birth. Oh, and then
Yeah.
this revealed even to more of a cape
It was
dress.
more, yeah. So I took the floor of the tent. It was like that plasticky like tarp, and I made a dress.
Those are good to wrap up bodies. Okay, what we're gonna do, we do love a good campy theme, obviously.
I love a campy theme. I'm a drag queen.
So we have chosen our favorite, because we're gonna stay very positive on this.
Yes.
Because there's been a lot of people very upset by this. It's a party that none of us were invited to, so I need everyone to calm down.
Cheers.
So we are gonna give our top 5 mild, hot, and fire looks.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who are fans of Taco Bell, you may recognize those adjectives.
Yeah, and Taco Bell, if you want to sponsor a YouTube series, hashtag IMHO.
You can literally just, all you have to do is call her, give her a free taco. She will eat it in that tent down by the river.
I did get free tacos the other day.
For doing what?
Someone had canceled
And
their order.
stuff. Oh.
No, well, I would have for free tacos.
Before we start though, can we get a definition of camp?
Yes.
Because a lot of people, including current reigning twink Shawn Mendes, didn't know what camp meant. Apparently also Celine Dion had trouble with it, she said, which like is hilarious because anything Celine Dion does is camp.
Yeah, just by definition.
Her asking, what does camp mean? What does camp mean? Is camp.
That's camp.
It's camp.
At Pale Letter says, camp acknowledges and delights in flamboyance. It rejects our collective understanding of high art and revels in garishness. Camp embraces our tawdry impulses.
Yes, so that was a definition that was floating around Twitter that I thought was perfect.
Yeah.
So it kind of laughs in the face of high art while still being fun and ridiculous and just tawdry and bawdy. And so I think where everyone thinks that camp is all about the big pink feathers and the clown noses, that's not all it is. As long as it's some over the top, not necessarily going for high art, but just high silly, high emotion in a lighter way, I think is my definition of camp.
Yeah.
You're the queen of camp. What's yours?
Yeah, which is ironic because the whole time I was asking myself, is this camp? Am I campy enough? Went for more of the literal on some of it, like with tent dresses and
obviously, yes.
And yeah. But yeah, I think camp is like, it's like love. You can't really describe it, but you can smell it.
You also might die from it.
So we're gonna start, I believe, with what we're gonna call our mild looks.
These are mild looks.
These are looks that we liked We appreciate it.
We
but
still want them on our tacos and or gorditas.
yeah, well, if they don't have hot
Yeah,
fire.
that's true. We still liked them a lot.
Yeah. So, you actually
My
brought
first
to light
one.
Laverne Cox.
So Laverne Cox and Christian Siriano. This is not the last time you'll see Christian Siriano's name appear on this list.
Ugh,
She was busy.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I absolutely love it, and actually looking at it again, I feel like we're doing it a disservice by saying it's mild.
I know.
But this,
Ugh.
I mean, I would love to see on a red carpet. I love that's her hair. Actually, it's like a teal blue hair.
It's so beautiful. The fact that I think this was Laverne Cox's first Met Gala, which is like, I'm sorry, what? So for
nails.
Laverne Cox and James Charles to both be making their Met Gala debut on the same night,
I can't stop thinking about James.
Trump's America.
I can't stop thinking about James Charles singing Dua Lipa and doing the chicken dance and kicking. I can't stop thinking about it.
Such a good singer-dancer. But yes,
Back to Laverne.
overall,
Yeah, and look at the nails and how they coordinate with the ring.
stunning.
This was stunning.
The proportions of it.
So good. The makeup is beautiful.
Beautiful. Up next, we have Kim Kardashian West.
Yes.
In Manfred Thierry Mugler. I looked that up. And she actually, people were confused. Oh, do you know the name?
Thierry Mugler.
Thierry Manfred Thierry Mugler as Sophia Loren from the 1957 classic I know we all love, Boy on a Dolphin.
Yeah, Sophia Loren, rest in peace. What's
She's
his
alive.
name? Pushed her off. No, what's his name? Pushed her off the
That
boat.
was Natalie Wood.
Well, Natalie would wear that.
Sophia Loren is alive. Funny story, Sophia Loren is not only alive, she has a impersonator who goes around just pretending to be Sophia Loren, but she's like 80, so Sophia Loren doesn't do anything. So to impersonate her, all she does is wander around. So she came to DragCon last year, and I was kind of drunk, and so I was like, why is Sophia Loren just wandering around DragCon by herself? I gushed, I called my mom, I was like, I'm such a huge fan, she thanked me, we took pictures, and then it was only then as I started to walk away, I was like, that wasn't Sophia Loren. I know it was a controversial choice.
Yeah, once you explained it to me and said there was a direct reference to the movie with Sophia Loren, and also at her looks for the after party.
Yeah.
Because this was like her,
Wet.
drowning? Wet.
Yeah, in a brownish kind of like shirt. We'll put the side by side so that we're looking at it. And I think, yeah. So I think, and with that body, it's so snatched. And to me, she took like this icon of a movie star and did like a over-the-top interpretation of it.
Modern, yeah.
To me, it's campy enough. It's campy for me.
I like it, and the way the beads do look like dripping water, I didn't really pay attention.
Water,
until
sweat,
now.
cum, whatever you got in stock. I liked it a lot, and her body is sick.
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand.
Okay. I don't think you have to understand. All you have to do is drink.
Next is Hailee Steinfeld in Victor and Rolf.
Oh, well, all right, Hailee Steinfeld.
Yes, and I love. You know, I love a tulle. I love a floofy ball gown, and this was so fun. You saw the
runway.
The runway with all the different messages.
I love the lettering on it. I love
like the bow.
I love the choice of like choosing probably the most photographed red carpet outside of like the Oscars, and like having the camera as like her purse.
Oh, is that funny? She says no photos, please, because she's got the camera.
Yeah. Or maybe she doesn't know what it says, and this is just a commentary on the illiteracy of Americans as a whole.
That's not nice to call Americans a whole, Dixie.
Everything's a whole. If you do it right.
Love it.
Great
I love
idea.
a shape. I love a ball gown. I love an A-line.
She didn't have to tuck. Perfect. I always love a dress I don't have to tuck in.
Yes.
So this was actually, Alexis was smart enough to put this on the list, but then
I loved it.
I looked back and I realized you were so right, because Joan Collins alone is camp. Joan Collins in any dress.
Just saying that
is
name,
camp.
I've just made myself more camp than I
Right?
actually am.
So she actually she was wearing Valentino, and she actually I guess on their Instagram or her stylist Instagram, she looked into the camera and she said, "I'm Alexis Morel Carrington Colby Dexter Rowan, and I'm wearing Valentino Haute Couture for the Met Ball." Bye. It was so campy. Everything about it. She not only went in this big classic Joan Collins feathered ball gown, but she also went as her character from Dynasty.
That's one thing that I did not foresee, and I was pleased to see about this Met Gala, is that everyone brought a level of some people brought a level of performance.
Yeah.
Like they said, we're not only going to do a look, we're going to make this a moment. And I love it.
I wish I'd seen more literal interpretations of classic campy characters, though. I wish I had seen a glammed up version of Shelley Long from True Beverly Hills.
Oh, I was just going to say that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wouldn't that
True
have been
Beverly
perfect?
Hills, it's my favorite. And there's so many amazing fashions. We've seen drag queens do a lot of it. Willem does an amazing
one
of that. Khaki.
Wouldn't that have been great?
But also I understand why they didn't, because it might have been too obvious. However, I still want to see it. If it ain't Baroque,
we need
don't
subtle
fix it.
camp.
And the Met Gala theme wasn't Baroque; it was camp.
This is why she's the intern.
So this next one was mine, and I really loved it. The reason it was mild is Zendaya and Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes.
Tommy Hilfiger. Do you remember that reality show about New York about Tommy Hilfiger's
daughters?
Yes! And it was during the big blackout of New York.
Yes, I do.
Oh, is that fun?
I do. That's a deep dive.
I loved it.
Where are they? Probably dead.
They probably saw what people on reality shows looked like and said, we got to get out of this.
They said, we got to get out of here.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
So we both are Disney girls. We love Disney. We love a note to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
We love a lit up dress.
Mm-hmm.
She even had her friend there with the fairy godmother cloak, which I loved.
Yeah.
I love that it lit up. It was magical.
Amazing.
And this was a nod. She's about to be in a show where she's officially breaking free of her Disney princess. She's no longer a Disney Channel original princess.
Oh,
so this was her
goodbye.
goodbye to that chapter of her life.
That's sweet.
Which is lovely. The reason it's not hot or fire and it's just mild is because the Claire Danes did a light up ball gown like this a couple years ago, which was absolutely stunning.
All right, Lindsay Lohan. Did you see that?
No.
Oh yeah, Lindsay Lohan apparently agrees with you and came hard for Zendaya. And because no one really cares of what Lindsay Lohan thinks, it hasn't really gone anywhere.
Well,
but she did come hard.
Well, I've got news for you, Lindsay Lohan. Mean Girls is a really good movie, and I love red hair. So the next time you're in Chicago, look me up. We'll get a drink. Okay?
And she will get a drink because her sobriety is out the window. In Greece.
Oh, should we go to our hot list?
Let's go to hot.
I want you to talk about this
okay,
because it's very you.
Oh yeah, so this, it had to be hot because she's very hot right now.
She's very in.
Casey Musgraves in Moschino.
Casey Musgraves.
Moschino.
Yeah.
Dressed as Barbie.
Dressed as that Moschino Barbie.
She had the blow dryer purse. She had the pink fur.
Yeah.
She just looked perfect.
Yeah, the hair was gorgeous.
I mean,
it was proportionate.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I wish she had done, which I think obviously would be an end of the night thing, but what I think would be hilarious is if she had a giant man dressed as a toddler come up to her at the end of the night and cut all her hair off. That would have been great.
Can I tell you? I used to be obsessed with this one Barbie, Hollywood Nails Barbie, because she had bendable joints and she came with a set of nails.
Oh.
And I used to go save my money. I would go across the street and I would buy one
secretly.
And then I would cut the hair, but I would do it unevenly. So I'd throw it in the attic. I'd take the clothes. I'd go buy another one so she had double clothes. And then I'd do it all again. And I think by the time I moved out, there was 4 or 5
dead bodies,
bald Barbies corpses up in the attic. And I always like to think about whoever moved in after me.
Did I tell anybody else that you were coming over to my house? Hello?
Oh, next is Lily Collins and Jean-Baptiste Valli Haute Couture. What really did it for me was the hair. We saw a lot of hair that was like this. The dark but bouffant 60s.
The makeup, the little, are those butterflies? I don't know
Diana
what they
Ross,
are.
the kind of flowers.
The ruffle, the long ruffle.
Now she just did look at that.
She just
stacked
got banged
platform
out.
heel.
Yeah,
she just got banged out by Zac Efron in that movie.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
Oh, if Ted Bundy actually looked like Zac Efron,
the resemblance was
I'd volunteer.
quite uncanny.
I'd volunteer. I'd say, you know what? I've had a long life. Let's go out on top, or actually on bottom. I don't do that. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfect. She was a perfect angel.
Yeah.
Perfect angel. I love the lightness of everything and then the darkness of the shoes and the hair. I thought it was so perfect.
Oh, so good. So, one of my top picks was Michael Urie in Christian Siriano.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Siriano is an angel and perfect, and I love him and their work.
Yeah.
I really loved Michael Urie, the half and half thing. It doesn't
Mhm.
always do it for me, but I like that the dress half had the boy face.
Yeah.
And the tux of it, and then the shoes were switched as well.
Can I tell you? I'm sorry. Sorry, this is giving me little T-Rex arms. Can I tell you that I didn't notice that?
Don't bring T-Rex
As I
into
was,
this.
I know she does so much for us.
She's an angel.
But I was showing Curtis today. I was like, yeah, this was one of Alexis's picks, which I've seen it done before, so I wasn't all that thrilled. And he was like, well, did you notice that the butch stuff is on the dress side and then the femme stuff is on the tuxedo side? And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Loved it.
I think that we can all agree, Lizzo and Marc Jacobs. This was one of the campiest of the night for me.
Well, Lizzo is quickly becoming a campy icon in that she is over the top, living her best life, making every time you see her, you're happy.
Yeah.
You feel like the world's a little better.
Yeah.
It's bigger and better than anything else you have going on in your life.
Mm-hmm. Also, did you see the Coachella performance where the music went out? So she
Yeah.
doesn't need music.
No.
She got her flute and she played.
And did you watch the video of her in the airport the next morning? After
Yes,
the Met
she
Gala?
wore this.
She said, if you think I'm going to take off this Marc Jacobs jacket, and she walked through the airport, all the way got on the plane with it.
Goals.
My favorite part was her standing on the escalator, going down the escalator, holding a coffee, and you just see this very expensive coat going. It was so funny.
Mm-hmm. And Lupita Nyongo in Versace. Now, I didn't know. I loved it. I love it. I thought it was bright and colorful. But what I really liked was she did full on drag queen makeup. She blocked out
did.
those brows.
Well, so she, in an interview later, she said it was inspired by Divine. So she tried, there was that kind of additional element.
I love it.
And that's the thing. That's the people who did their research. Thank you. It paid off. It showed.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's really beautiful. And if you turn
she
around,
looks gorgeous.
if she turned around, there was star pins in the back of her hair, and it was wonderful.
Everything is just so spot on. It's so campy. I would be thrilled to wear it. It's
If
gorgeous.
I was the baby drag queen, I'd say Lupita Nyong'o, go girl. Was that our? That was our.
Yeah,
that was
our
all of our
hot.
hots.
That was
All
our
right,
hot.
it's time for fire.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
And I'm not talking pee.
Okay.
Let's do
okay.
this.
All right. So fire.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about it's like if gonorrhea and chlamydia hit you at both times, you got the UTI. Maybe someone lit you on fire for being a heretic.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's fire.
There's
Jared Leto in Gucci.
Yeah.
Carrying his own head.
gives great head.
He is so pretty though that I would, if I looked like that, I'd have multiple heads around my house.
Yeah. He could
so
do some
beautiful.
awesome pranks too. He could put that in a freezer.
I loved the gloves. I love the shoes. I love the high neck.
I love this jeweled harness.
I love that Shawn Mendes is just standing there going, oh fuck, I really missed this assignment. I loved that.
Shawn Mendes? More like Shawn Boydez after looking at this. We can cut that out. It wasn't good.
We're gonna cut that out.
Up next is Ezra Miller in Burberry.
Yes, Ezra Miller. Now, Ezra Miller also did something that involved fake face things.
Oh, yeah.
He had his own face turned into a mask, which again, beautiful face. So go ahead.
I wonder who did that mask.
But the eyes on the face were so good.
Mask for Met.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good. I would pour one out, but this is my call.
Yeah, and I love the saddle shoes. Oh, they're bejeweled. The corset is cool. Do you think it's like just like a frame? Oh,
I don't know. The styling is so perfect.
Yeah,
and the eyes. Oh,
I love a white nail. The eyes kind of freak me out whenever I see these on Instagram.
I love a white nail.
I love a white nail.
What do you think that is? That's like a cocaine thing.
I don't know what that is. But I would say, so these eyes, the eyes thing, whenever I see it on Instagram or Facebook, it kind of freaks me out. Like I kind of get a little dizzy.
Eyes, Judy, eyes. My grandmother, she was 92 when she died, Lord bless her, and she read the Bible 75 times through. She was that kind of person. She had like a painting of Jesus on plate that she always had on her wall, and it had the eyes that follow you no matter where you go. Yeah. It made me so hard.
Is she still alive?
No, I started the story that she died. Okay, so she died when I was 12, and my dad went to pick her up for church. She was 92, and he found her in bed, and apparently he said it looked like she was trying to get out of bed, like she was kind of like frozen, like she kind of died where she was, and he was like, she probably was getting out of bed because she saw Jesus and she was letting him take her home. I was like, she's probably calling for help.
Up next is Hamish Bowles in Maison Margiela. We both agreed with this.
As far as, yes, okay.
Yeah.
He tied for first overall for me. We haven't said the other first, but yeah. He tied for first for me. It is so beautiful. The outside of the coat, the fabrics, the textures, and then the inside, he has the purple stockings on, and
the shoes, the way that the coat is laced together.
It's so camp, it's so over the top, yet so in an odd way, in this chaotic way, it's so cohesive.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. And finally, a win for an old white guy. Finally. Endangered species.
Ooh, Billy Porter in The Blondes being carried
by all the men's. I mean...
Okay, I have to tell you something.
Okay.
Something that has fully shaped myself as a human and my drag persona. Actually, this hair is reminding me of it tonight.
Okay.
Hair compliments of Dixie, made by me.
Made by you.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It is a movie starring Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt,
one of your favorites.
Who has this hair. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
In the beginning, one of the characters, like the host of the show, comes out on a chaise lounge, much like Billy Porter is doing, carried by Hunky Menzies, and she says, "Let's hear it for steroids."
I wish he had said that. Did he say that?
I hope he did. I bet he was saying it in his head all night. Billy Porter does it again.
I thought of my Super Sweet 16, of some just awful, Guidette from New Jersey who was like, "I want to be carried, daddy." Yeah, so perfect.
And again, kind of a show.
Theatrical, maybe a camp moment, perhaps.
And I want to say, this picture right here, look at that bevel.
I know.
That's a bevel.
And you would know.
Oh!
Bevel stands for...
Oh.
Broken inside.
All right.
So my other tied for number one, Fire, Fire, Fire. We both agreed on this.
Yeah.
Janelle Monáe in Christian Siriano. The hats, the shape, the fact that the eye blinked, bitch.
So
the eye blinked.
Now Did Asia O'Hara also have a blinking eye? Or who was that? Someone had a blinking eye recently on Drag Race.
Did she have a blinking eye? She murdered a lot of butterflies. Christian Siriano, I think, won the Met Gala as far as I'm concerned. So many beautiful looks. Wasn't he from Project Runway?
He was from the first season of Project Runway.
He's the Kelly Clarkson of Project Runway. He's the most successful. He's got to be the most successful, right?
Yeah, and
the only other one I ever see is like the guy who makes wigs for Sonia on New York.
For Sonia.
Yeah,
Chris. Yeah. Also, his willingness and his willingness to dress celebrities that aren't a stick. This is a stick, I guess, that aren't sticks and that aren't in their 20s. He's like, yes, let me dress you. I want to make clothes that anyone can wear, no matter the shape, size, or age, color, creed. And I love that.
What are you trying to say? You made me this dress and I'm a 20-year-old stick. Are you dabbing?
I love the nose. I love the hats. I love the hats.
Janelle Monáe is a gift. She's a great artist. She's a great performer. She's a great actress.
The queer community.
She's wonderful. I can't say enough.
It would be an honor to buy you Taco Bell.
It would be an honor for her to just like straight up slap me. I don't care what she does to me. Suffocate me with one of those hats. I'll do it. I'll do it. So, because Chan couldn't be here, we did ask her for her top in each of the categories, mild, hot, and fire.
Yes.
So
for mild, she said she merely stated, this confused waiter in some mediocre Coachella doily, a.k.a. James Charles. We've already talked about him this episode, and that's way too much. James Charles,
you know what sucks?
For hot, Dua Lipa as Fran Drescher on an acid trip, which I agree.
The name, Fran. I mean, give me that acid, girl.
Again, this hair. Lily Collins had this kind of hair.
Yeah.
I love it. Her fire, as it should, went to Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Beatrice Cardamezes.
And to me, it was very high art. It didn't. There wasn't a sense of whimsy or campy element to it.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason it didn't make my list, was because it was very much like a piece of art that she was wearing.
It was amazing. I thought it could have yeah.
Okay, so then we came up with some really cute, quick fire, fun categories. Yes. These are just special honorable mentions.
Yeah, hilarious category, which
I just wrote hilarious because the funniest thing was seeing Diane von Furstenberg wearing herself as the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. With the biggest
shit-eating grin I've ever seen. I just watched her and I was like, hit me. She is me in, according to my license, maybe 10 to 15 years. But based on what the internet knows, 50 years. And I can't wait. I'm going to just wander around Chicago with my picture on a dress, just going, I loved it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
She was so proud of it.
And that's camp.
That is camp.
In fact, we need to make you a dress with your face on it.
Yeah, get on it now.
It was a historic moment for drag queens. We had drag queens at the Met Gala pink carpet for the first time ever.
And it was very, on Twitter, people had a lot of strong opinions, but all of ours are going to be positive because we had two drag queens. We had two people in our community represented on the Met Gala carpet, and that is exciting. Whether or not you felt like they went above and beyond, they still both looked beautiful. Yeah. And they stayed true to their style. Yeah. And being a drag queen, ultimately in everyday life, is a campy experience. Yeah. I loved Violet in the glove. Hands down, a great look. I saw that on Twitter. I can't take credit for it. I saw it on Twitter. But yeah, it wasn't as exciting as the rest. No, but like, is it her style with a campy? Oh, 100%. 100%. A kind of burlesque pinup. Also, like,
they're drag queens.
Yeah.
They don't need to prove how campy they are.
No, truly.
Yeah.
Just if your testicles are outside you, you're campy.
And Aquaria, her headpiece was fantastic.
Yeah, don't get too close to that.
Yeah, it's like a scorpion.
Yeah, I was so happy to see both.
It was really cool.
So happy.
It was really cool.
Beautiful.
Let's have more. Yeah.
And then the final, what the hell? How was it allowed?
This is you.
I know we said we were going to be positive, but we can't let this go.
You go ahead. Take a drink.
Patrick Schwarzenegger wearing jeans, cowboy boots, and a Ralph Lauren blazer, and carrying a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Listen, straight people. I've get right to the screen. I know none of you. Go get your straight friend. Go get your mother. Okay, I need to talk to her. I know you're threatened by our culture. Believe us, we are too. But you don't have to hurt yourself in all of this. You don't have to show off to a point that ultimately you're hurting yourself. Now you go get some pussy. You enjoy it. Okay, so then the last thing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
For the next Met Gala, one thing's for sure. Patrick Schwarzenegger won't be back.
I liked that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So finally, Alexis P. Bevels, Queen of Camp.
Oh.
I want to know, what look would you like to wear most? It doesn't necessarily have to be the campiest look, but what did you see on the carpet and go, I think this would be fun to wear?
Well, you know, I don't know if you know, I'm a drag queen. And we love reveals. Reveals are very popular.
They're
right
very
now.
important to Drag Race if you want to win.
I'm going to go ahead and say I would love to wear everything Lady Gaga was wearing. Well, the first three. Nobody wants to see that last one on me. But the first
Someone
three,
in the world does. Don't do that to yourself. You're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Man, woman, beautiful.
I will say, especially the second one, the black one. So she had the pink first, right? And that was fun. She was doing, ooh. And then she took the pink off. And then she had the black with the two detachable poofs. I love a huge poof. I did it in that's why I chose that tent. Because I love like a pannier moment.
Did you think that the first pink dress, when they were doing like the parachute thing, did that remind you of when you were a kid
Yes.
in the gym?
Yes.
And you have to lift the parachute and everyone was to go under?
Yeah.
Well, when I was in like first grade, we were doing that in
death
gym.
story?
No, I've already done a death story.
Oh, you have?
So God, I really do talk about death a lot.
Are you okay?
I think the real question is, are the people around me okay? The answer is no. You are not safe. But anyway, the boys around me kept trapping each other inside, and so I thought like, well, I want to be a boy. I want to be like popular, and so the person next to me, however, was a very tiny little girl, and so I didn't put two and two together that they were trapping each other as like boy stuff. So I trapped a little girl under the parachute, and she was terrified. Immediately burst into tears, and I got sent home for the day as a potential sociopath. To my knowledge, she's still with us.
Do you want to issue an apology?
No, I'm not sorry. What a good memory.
Sorry.
Girl, that's a vivid memory. You don't have a lot of vivid memories in first grade. You're welcome.
So Dixie, same question for you.
As the reigning non-queen of camp.
Okay.
I have to say, it wasn't the campiest. It just struck me as really pretty, and it was one of the first things I saw that I was like, I would like to wear that. The Madeline patch thing. It was like the mesh.
Madeline patch.
It was very like
very
structured. It was just really pretty.
It's kind of like a fairy.
It was just you could still see her body under it while still seeing like an exaggerated silhouette. I thought it was just really pretty, and
It's really pretty.
And she's really pretty, and it struck me as very light and airy, and it's something that I would like to wander around.
That'd be fun for Pride.
Pride, going to CVS to get that cream that the doctor said won't work, but you could try it one last time. Whatever it is, I would like to wear that. Okay, so I want to say, Thank you so much to everyone who requested that we do this video. I'm so sorry Chan couldn't be here, but she was really excited to hear that we were going to go ahead and get it done. So thank you to everybody who spoke up about that. We listened, so thanks. Also, Alexis P. Bevels, I know a lot of people also were really missing you last week.
I know, I missed you.
I know, I'm sorry. We had to shoot the same night that she shoots her Game of Thrones recap show.
Yeah.
OMG GOT.
Yeah, if you watch Game of Thrones, check it out. It's fun.
Even if you don't, it's a really fun review show.
Yeah, Dixie was on it.
I was, and I don't watch the show, and I had a great time. So go over to Alexis' channel to watch that. The link will be in the description. But ultimately, we just want to thank you so much for continuing to support us and continuing to watch. If there are other things you want us to review, Chan and I are putting that list together for when Drag Race is over. So make sure you're putting that together as well. So thank you so much again. Make sure you check out Alexis' show.
And remember, CAMP stands for charisma, annoyance, mirth,
Measles.
measles, and pneumonia. No.
Puh. It's got to be puh.
Venus.
Pardon from the governor.
Pardon from
unless
the governor.
you did murder your wife.
Murder a girl in a parachute. P for parachute!
Okay, we're going. Goodbye.
Sorry.